Okay, welcome everyone. We'll start our lesson 2. Today lesson we'll go through LO2 learning outcome 2. My name is Anjum, as you know me, and is LO2, which is about review the influence of different leadership arrangement style on the culture of organization. So couple of you learn the culture. What is meant by culture? Culture means norms, values. Uh, Okay, no worries. We'll discuss in a minute. So means norms, value, the way we do the business. We have a separate model on cultures if you want to explore model of cultures. Those have one is called cultural dimensions by Handy, and other is a model by Hardy. So these the model by given these two author, and next model is the cultural web. So these are, if you want to explore different culture of countries and organization, is good to, as a leader, we can aware of. Culture mean the norms, value, the logo, the layout, the way we do the business. Every organization have a different culture, and the leadership style play the key role on organization culture. So we discuss about leadership management. So what is the management really is all about? So first, management is the attainment of organization goal in effective and efficient manner through the planning, organizing, leading, controlling an organization. One of the great scholar which I mentioned you yesterday, but in our lesson today, Peter Drucker is widely regarded as a guru of management. He has written about the significant social history, emergence of management. He views management as a task, management is a discipline, but management is also people. Every achievement of management is an achievement of manager. Every failure is every failure is a failure of managers. In the hospitality industry, the role of management is essential to coordinate the task, technology structure, policies, procedures, execution of the work of hotel, for example, corporate strategies we need to making and planning, organizing. These are all the system style of management interaction with the external environment, social responsibilities. So what is the management? Management is a task, management is a discipline, management is the success of anything, is the success of manager, or the failure of anything is the failure of manager. Okay. So we need to look around. So what we need to do, please, we need to look around how we can achieve this objective. What is objective? Objective mean end result. End result of organization, those are objective, and we need to achieve. Every organization have objective. Okay, next we functional area of organization, HR managers, marketing, production, research, development. These are also known as functional area in our organization. When we'll say performance management, of course, leadership style, it's a huge impact on the performance of organization. So what we need to look around, we need to look around the leadership, skill, knowledge, style, standard goals, power-based, type-based people, yes, relationship, group relationship, size, age, cohesion, goals, relationship, leadership, task. That's we need to. System and structure, admin structure, yes, control system, reward system, power structure. That's we need to look around. Then we have abilities. So personalities, aptitude, experience, training, motivation to work need to be hierarchy. We need to look around result, because organization structure also affect on the culture of the organization that need to be designed. We said, economics environment, physical environment, technological environment. social environment. These impact, the individual effectiveness of organization and environment. So we need to be look around how we can improve the performance of organization through the lead or role of managers. Managers play the key role in the success or the failure of organization. So management guru Peter Drucker identified the 5 key tasks the managers in business: setting objective and planning, organizing group, motivating and communicating, mirroring performance, developing people. So setting objective, organizing group, motivation is very important to motivate staff. So we can go through the separately motivational theories, those, like we discuss about Maslow, or maybe you remember in other lessons, other units, Maslow hierarchy of need theory, also known as very popular. He was the humanist and gave this theory is called hierarchy of needs. An alternative perspective of the role of management is provided by Henry Foyle, one of author, thought the 5 main task of management is planning, organizing, commanding, coordinating, and controlling. So we need to look around these roles as well. Leadership style. The most effective leaders can build the repertoire of these 6, leadership style, adopting the one that meet. So what managers do? One good manager answer to this question come from the management guru, who divide the job of managers into the 5 basic: leadership in crisis, how to be a leader, leading an organization through the crisis, huge challenging for end managers, but the leaders can solve those challenges here. And the 7 key lessons for the crisis leadership. What are the common mistakes the new managers maybe many mistakes. That's, like in the UK prime minister, one of prime minister is stayed only 2 months in a power. So she left it. The reason was, the new managers don't ever do quickly change. They want to be changed, show, show on ways. You do change, always do in chunks. Yes, because people not maybe accept the change. You have to understand the culture, then you make the change, and that's why the culture of organization understandability is very important. What is the difference between management and leadership? We discuss, the job is a plan, organize, coordinate. The leader is the job to inspire. So what the leader do? Inspire, motivate, learn from the difference between management and leadership. Okay. So manager's role, the management structure of the business will be vary depending on the several factors, particularly scale, complexity, firm as well organization culture. However, the traditionally management types place core levels of business. Senior management, board directors set the corporate objectives, strategic direction. Middle level management according to the senior management, accountable to senior, run the business function department, and the junior supervisory role accountable through the middle management, monitor, control day-to-day task, that really need to, and they will do. Any question from anyone? Yes or no, please? You both, any question?
No, sir. No, sir.
No, sir.
Then next we have a roles is the workforce role, managerial and supervisory role within a hierarchy. We can look around the workload, the task and organization implies has to complete within a period, job allocation, the way in which the tasks are allocated, the variety of the title that's given to the role implies for the most and important summarized broad. Director is the overall charge of the business appointed by who appoint the director of the business is in PLC, public limited company, is the shareholder. Shareholder actually the owner of the business. So if you have a share, this means you own the business. Marketing, finance, operation, HR, close day to day. So that's we need to look around. Okay. Managers report to the directors. These are all the responsibility as been discussed in this slide. And it's good to know, because the managers may delegate tasks to the subordinate. Then we have a team leaders. Team leaders implies work well together, as we said, Henry Ford, coming together is a beginning, keeping together is a progress, and working together is a success. So if you want to be successful, so we need to work in a team, and the team leaders can play a key role. So that's why organization nowadays, university colleges want to be not a manager, they want to be make you leaders and developing the leadership skills. Supervisors, the common role in tall hierarchy is the structure of organization responsible allocating job to subordinates. Yeah, different levels of in organization chart, organization structure, traditional activities of supervisor checking the quality or quality control. Okay, one of the model which is given by Turnbaum, and because your quantum of leadership which we need to be tell, so manager centered leadership and subordinate centered leadership. So manager centered leadership tell sell, but the subordinate central leadership we need to be tell sell concert, and there is approach called top and bottom up. So like undercover boss going actually in the ground on the ground to understand the reality of the business. That is very important, understand the reality of the business. Then we can really look around these very closely, and then we can uh, do the planning. Sitting in office do planning is not really good, because maybe you don't understand the ground reality. So that is a crucial. We need to understand the ground reality first. Okay, then we have we discuss in situational leader. Four style of leadership are used in the situational approach: delegating, sporting, coaching, and directing. What? Delegating, sporting, coaching, and directing. The leaders select the appropriate style according to the situation, readiness of level follower for the particular style of leader. Situational leader model address four types of leadership style based on the follower: directing, coaching, sporting, and delegating. So what is directing, coaching, sporting, and delegating? That's the key. Okay, then we need to look around. So the task relationship model, the task relationship model is very really is really crucial in our organization. Descriptive model is the leadership which maintain the most leadership behaviors can be classified as the performance maintenance or relationship maintenance. Task-oriented focus leadership is behavior approach in which the leader focus on the task that need to be performed in order to meet the certain goal or achieve the certain performance standard. So first of all, we need to be set SOPs. Do we know what is meant by SOPs? We heard this word a lot, SOP, during COVID.
Standard operating procedure, sir.
Excellent. Standard operating procedure. So standard operating procedures we need to set, then to achieve these tasks. Okay, so focus the task and need to perform in order to meet the goals to achieve the certain performance standard. Relationship oriented is relationship focus. Leader is a behaviorally approach in the leader focus on the satisfaction, motivation, and the general well-being of the team. Task oriented and the relationship oriented leadership are the more two model are often compared, and they are known as a producing varying outcome under the different circumstances. So that's also we need to be look around when we have to really focus on these. Okay, then the quality of the task-oriented leader. The task-oriented leader focus on the getting necessary task, the series of the task, hand order are to achieve the goal. These leaders are typically less concerned with the ideas of catering to implies are more concerned finding the step-to-step solution required to meet the specific goals. They are often actively define the work and the role required, the structure in the place and the plan organization monitoring progress within a team. So this type of the leader, they focus on actually, the looking the performance. The advantage of the task oriented leader is the ensure deadline are met. Yes, jobs are completed. It specifically you, the team members don't manage their time levels well, and additionally these type of the leaders tend to be exemplified to strong understanding how the job is done, focusing on the necessary workplace procedure, delegating work accordingly, not saying you do this, that, according to the ability of the people, that's we also need to be. Okay, however, because sometimes these are the number of issues can be, especially no COVID-19 and things, and that leader need to be delegate and need to be set according to the situation and different. So can, however, the because the task oriented don't tends to be think much about their team well-being, their focus may suffer the flaws of the autocratic leadership, including causing the motivation and retention problem can be in an organization. Or you didn't complete the task, you're supposed to be complete the task, we're supposed to be do this. No, that's maybe create the problem, because we creating environment, because at the moment is a staff retention is very very important and is becoming big, one of the biggest issue in the organization. How we can keep the staff, retain the staff. Okay, so emphasis on the staff valuation. So you've been given two, yes, emphasis on the staff facilitation, focus on the structure, role, task, produce. So this is a comparison relationship oriented, emphasis on the interaction facilitation, interaction on the well-being. So more important at the moment is becoming the relationship, but within the relationship, we not only the look the staff welfare, but we need to be achieve the desired objective as an organization, because if we don't do it, we not sustain in a business. Any question?
Oh, sir.
No, sir.
Okay. So then we have a chaos theory. So that's the management place more emphasis on adaptability, initiative, and entrepreneurial creativity to cope with futures. And that is the inherently unknowable. Management theories and chaos theories to similarly competing theories, and the management theory is objective to be explained how managers can best utilize and control the resources like 3M, man, money, and material, we said. Okay, if you give me just 1 minute, please. Just 1 minute. Okay, yes, sorry. Let's, so this theory, we can look around the management and the chaos theories. It's two different perspective, we can look around in these theories and understand the both leadership, yes, importance of the leadership for the company to understand and should invest high salaries in the manager they believe to be effective should invest these salaries giving more advantages, but we need to be think about it can be linked with performance. Like we have a bank here is Barclay Bank, the CEO being paid 2 million bonus when the Barclay Bank not perform and not achieve and no profit that year because it's need to be linked performance related pay as well. Okay, then we have a next theory, the system theory. Is the interdependently study of the system. A system is to cohesive version of the integrated and independent part that is either the natural or the man-made. So every system is we need to be by a spiral or we need to be look around is the temporal of the boundaries surrounding. We need to be draw those. We need to create the structures and the purpose. Otherwise, it's a difficult. We draw the system. We have to look around the synergy. Synergy mean, how we can work together as a team. Changing the one part of the system usually affect the other part of the system. You always look the pros and cons of the things or decision making a system you want to adopt. Like, you want to be everything automated, maybe the system not work because the people don't have a digital abilities or digital skills in our organization that can create a problem. So we need to be look around those. Some system function mainly sports, other system adding the maintenance or other system to prevent the failure. So we need to be look around the theories is a systematically discovering the system dynamic, constraint, condition, educations, yes, principle, purpose, these methods that can be this concern and they applied the system at every level of nesting. Yeah. So that's which we can further explore. Okay, there is one other approach is becoming very popular, MBO. Have we heard about anyone MBO? What is a MBO? Yes or no?
No, sir.
It's becoming is a management by objective. Yeah. So you set your objective and we manage according to the objective. Objective mean end result. Objective mean end result. Yes. What at the end of the activity really we want to achieve. That's really we need to be focused. We have a ISO. ISO. Anyone heard about ISO?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so what is ISO stand for?
Indian standard, I think so, some according to international standards.
International Standardization Organization.
Organization. Yes, sir.
They issue the certificate about qualities, and every organization have different standard 9,000 for service organization. And when you have that standard or you have a quality certificate, this is all about the TQM, total quality management. If we want everything in a management, everything we want to be in quality, we need quality recruitment, quality information, quality infrastructure, quality policies. Yeah. So that's we need to be set. Okay. ISO is they come and do audit. They audit. They do what you are saying. If you're saying something, what you're saying, same thing you are doing, and you have documentary evidence. You have documentary evidence. Then you can get your certificate for that's all about if we'll say Pepsi contain this sugar. So yes, what you wrote it on the on the packaging on the bottle, is it really contained within it as well, and you have a documentary evidence as well. Yes, what you're saying, same thing you're doing, and you have a documentary evidence for it, is they do audit.
Sir,
Okay.
do countries have their own systems like ISO?
Yes,
Like,
countries have own quality standard. When we'll say, the European quality standard, Asian quality standard within a country, like, Like in India, is a car nano? Is it
Yes, sir. One of the car in
nano? Nano, which is Tata Motors. They supposed to be sell cars in Europe, but actually the European consumer and so European safety standard organization, they not approve it, they not give the license to sell the nano into EU market, because the nanos of course is useful where the congested population and where the wind is normally is a more than 60-80 miles per hour. So, that's run in a source quite high, the normally the windy weathers and things, and it's a road safety that wasn't meeting the safety standard, so they not gave the license. So we have UK have own quality standards. So like even Chinese company, when they sell the things to different countries, they look their quality standard and they produce the things, So same Chinese product, the plastic or the things or the material they use, you will find totally different in EU and US market compared to Asian market like Pakistan, India, and Sri Lanka and various other countries. Because the reason is because we have a different quality standards compared to the EU quality standard. Of course, is improving. If you will see, and you observe in our countries is quality standard are regular improving. The way the company used to, the way our production, of course, is we moving toward the knowledge-based economies. Yes, knowledge-based economy. So knowledge-based economy standard is at the moment is transforming and changing. So that's happening throughout the world. Okay. Any question?
No,
No,
sir.
sir.
Okay, so that was the key, and then we included the link here if you want to explore more about these theories. Is the one link here? I'll drop one link if you want to explore about more cultural management and cultural things, so that you can look around more in detail. So culture, in just 1 second, I'll share with you culture management. Kaplan, and I'll just give you the organization culture. So I can include the link for you at the end of the slide. So that's also help us to look around organization culture. Okay. So please, it's good to in your time we can look around. I'll share with you books, and some books is available on Moodle as well. So please follow the Moodle page. Okay, so what is the culture? You will see there. You will see the cultural models. Yes, cultures, norms, values, other influence of cultures, and then we can explore about the cultural model. Okay, so that's the key. And if you have a question, you can ask, please. Any question?
No, sir.
Okay, so that's today we discuss about systems, different learning, different leadership and managerial style and performance, and how organization culture affect. That's all today. In the next lesson, we'll go through LO3. And please, if you want to, always good practice can be look around LO3, develop a motivational strategy, optimize the organization performance. And thus you have a specification online is available on Moodle, should be. And then following lesson will go through leadership management approaches to managing performance, continuous improvement. So because the performance never stop, we carry on improving. And you've been given all the buzzwords in indicative contents. If you want to pick and you want to explore as well, you can. We just most of the stuff we are going through within our 1 hour's time. Thanks for attending and have a nice time. And I will speak you